Hi guys, welcome back. I'm here again with Mikey, or Mikey's here again with me for Temu tool time.
Yeah, so you're watching Usually Broken Cars. Today we are doing
hand tools.
Hand tools, Temu hand tools. They are generally mechanic related hand tools, so hopefully we'll find some gold and not trash. But I ordered them so long ago that I can't remember what's in the bag. So this is going to be exciting for both of us. And this time we're going to take it in turns and use one each and see what happens. So let's get into it.
Right guys, so here is our selection of tools.
We've gone a bit of a different way this time.
So I'm not too sure. It looks as though it might be some kind of filter strap.
It is an all filter strap, yeah.
Okay, fine. We have mystery package. This is magnetizer, demagnetizer. One of my favourites.
This is literally AJ's favourite diagnostic tool, I think.
Very good diagnostic tool, provided it works properly. These are very good. This is a stethoscope. Very useful for finding noises. Set of Allen keys, lovely colours.
See if they're any good, if the Chinesium holds out.
We have some plastic trim removal tools. They're always useful.
This is the one that I've wanted for ages.
Palm ratchet set. Now these have been around for a while,
but they've always been very expensive.
They are pretty useful, to be fair.
Have you ever used some before?
So we'll see how they. No, I don't think I've ever used a palm ratchet. Never really found the need for it.
This
radiator fin.
It is a radiator fin straightening tool.
Okay.
So it might be a bit gimmicky,
I've seen them about, but yeah, worth a look.
And this is a prime example of why to check the size of things before you order it on Temu.
Nut splitter?
This is a nut splitter.
I mean, I don't know what, the peanut splitter?
It might just about get a 10mm nut in there.
Wow, okay.
Okay, so basically...
Check your dimensions.
Yeah, check your dimensions. We're going to take it in turns. So Aaron, pick one to go for, mate.
I'm going to go for my favourite, straight out of the box.
Okay, cool.
So, let's have a look and see what's in the packet. So, yeah, we've got the engine running, so we're shouting. We're going to try out this
stethoscope.
And again, like I said before, we're going to...
Bit louder.
We're going to listen for noises on bearings or something like that. So this has got a little bit of a whistly belt, and we're not necessarily going to hear that, but we would rest on there. And actually you can, although that alternator's quite new, you can still hear the bearing. Because that's the injectors firing. So the Temu stethoscope, what did you say, how much was this?
Literally like £3, something daft like that.
Wow, I mean, it works. This spring could do with being a little bit tighter just so it holds it into your ears a little bit better.
I suppose you could probably pinch that up a bit.
But you could put a bend in that, or just put an extra bit of metal in there. But the, yeah, I mean, it works. It clearly works. I can clearly hear the bearings turning on the alternator. I can clearly hear the injectors clicking away.
Hopefully, as well, the microphone's picked it up when we've held it up.
Hopefully. But I mean, this is such a useful diagnostic tool. We use it. Well, I use it a lot.
I think it's a very understated tool, isn't it?
100%. Anybody who's got a workshop and isn't using one of these is missing a trick.
There you go. So well worth the money then.
Get one.
I think the nut splitter, because if this works, I'll definitely order a bigger size, because the amount of times you get into that situation. So we'll open it up, we'll find the nut, and we'll see if we can actually split the nut using it. So essentially, you would put the nut into there, i.e. on a bolt or something, and you just wind that in, and hopefully the blade will cut through it. So we'll find something and we'll get that done now. I've got a 12mm socket which goes onto the end of here. We've got a 15mm spanner for there. So essentially, we're going to back that off a bit. Obviously, this is quite a puny little thing, but I suppose we'll wind it in by hand initially, he says. So yeah, it's actually worked really, really well. You can see it's actually cut, so we had to use it sort of from both sides, but that's cut through it pretty cleanly. I'm quite impressed with that.
We didn't have to put a lot of pressure on to cut it.
And I think obviously if it's in situ as well, it'll be a lot easier. Obviously we've done it on the bench, but yeah, I mean, it was only a couple of pounds. I don't know how many times it would go over, but the blade inside still looks sort of nice and sharp again. So yeah, actually, I think I will order the bigger sizes of this. Quite impressed with that.
Allen keys.
Boutique
Allen keys.
hexagon.
See, these were cheap as chips, but the reason I got them is because we've got ball joints, and that is actually pretty handy.
And you like the colours.
And obviously I like the rainbow, you know. What size does it go to and from, mate?
So it goes from 10mm at the top down to 1.5.
That's a dinky little thing, that is.
That is tiny.
Okay, so let's see if it'll undo something. What have we got that's Allen keys?
What have we got?
On the
Allen
pusher.
keys? Yep.
6mm.
Yep. To be fair, that's kind of non-slip paint.
Oh, is
It's
it?
got a bit of a texture to it.
Okay, that's cool.
So it's kind of like non-slip. So, yeah.
I mean, I'd be interested to see what sort of torque you can put through it.
Right, yeah, I won't test it on that, but
No?
it
We like the non-slip paint.
it works.
Yeah, it
It
works.
works as an Allen key.
And they were only about £3 or £4.
And to be fair, yeah, that's it's quite good that it's got that grippy. Are they all the same? That's weird because that's not as textured.
I wonder if it's just the yellow paint.
Yeah, well, yeah, look, that's actually got some texture to it. You can actually see where my dirty hands over it.
Yeah, and saying that, the blues are... How bizarre.
What do you reckon?
100%. These are literally like a quid to go in the market. So like £1 or something daft like that. And in there we've got
These are the trim clip removers.
trim clip tools. Yeah, we've got 4 tools. They are Select brand, Select. But you've got like a little crowbar one, a couple of like ideal little poppers, another sort of angled one, and then this is, oh, that's actually metal.
Ah,
That is,
I was just going to ask that, is it metal?
that is metal, yeah. That is a proper good little trim clip tool, that one, that's metal. So let's find some trim to pop off. We've got a little trim tool here, into there. I mean, it needs something decent to lever against, as with all trim clip tools. You can see it's pulling it out though, it's not... There you go. Oh, it's pulled it out of the metal, and it's quite a long one as well. So yeah, and the fact that it's metal as well. And then I suppose you've got something like this, which will go perfect. There you go. Straight into there, which looks like it's got a blown bulb actually.
Perfect.
Perfect. So yeah, I mean they're firm enough. I'm going to get into a less, you know.
Mounting the car.
Yeah, these they're firm but without being like scratchy. Good few varieties in there. Pleasantly surprised that that's metal as well. They both do the job. It's a trim clip tool. They didn't break when we were pulling them out. Yeah, thumbs up.
If you're enjoying watching this video, there's a few things that you can do to help me out. Hit the subscribe button, like the video, and hit the notifications icon. Thanks for watching everybody. Now, back to the video.
We're going to go for the
Palm ratchet.
palm ratchet set.
And to be fair, you've got, is it
think-
quarter, 3/8 and ½ inch?
1/4, 3.5 inch.
Nice.
So we have savaged the packet. And we have 1, 2, and 3.
Do they feel like they've got many teeth in them?
Just about to say that. Start off by just seeing what the ratchet's like.
It's alright.
Standard, not necessarily fine tooth, but it's small enough that you're not necessarily going to need a fine tooth.
Yeah.
Switch on the back obviously turns it from forwards to backwards.
Yeah.
So let's find a...
Find something to undo and give it a go. That one there,
The good thing is,
buried.
the
That
good thing
one
I
there.
will say about these is that even on a more accessible bolt, you could put an extension on that.
Oh yeah.
And spin it out more quickly.
Yeah, of course. I didn't even think about that.
Essentially. So
Yeah,
we'll
down
look
there.
out on this one then.
There. So you have to crack it.
Okay.
No, I wasn't thinking that. I'm thinking that. Back of the belly.
Okay.
So if you crack it with a spanner, because problem is it's underneath this, so you'd really struggle.
Behind the angle.
So you'd struggle. So it'd be something you'd have to crack.
So that looks like. Right. So you can see, yeah, even getting the spanner on that bolt at a decent angle is difficult. So I'm gonna have to reverse the spanner and then undo that. So you can see, just undoing that.
And you got what, maybe 10 degrees of movement?
And you haven't got a lot of movement, but also you're going to be there a while if you're spannering that all the way out. So let's just make sure this is going the right way. Yeah, it is. So we'll pop that in there, and then yeah,
Easy.
that makes light work. That's saved quite a bit of time, to be fair.
A lot of time and effort on that, just from having the ability to get your hand in there with a ratchet.
Oh, it's just gone a little bit tight, but that's going in again now. Yeah, I mean, it does what it says on the tin. More use will tell us how robust the ratchet is.
But you're never going to
But you're not going to be putting a hell amount of stress on there because there's not a lot of leverage. So yeah, as a little time-saving tool.
And for a couple of pounds, I think they were about £8, if that.
I mean, that's got to be worth it for anybody's toolbox.
Well, looks like we've got the magnetizer / demagnetizer. So,
Good job, buddy.
yep. I'll use one of these because there's a reasonable chance these aren't.
Are they magnetic?
I was going to say there's a reasonable chance they're not magnetic. And to be fair, it doesn't even need to sort of fit the hole.
Ooh. Hang on, let me look at what you're doing.
That is not magnetic in the slightest.
No, okay.
So then on here, we've got magnetizer, demagnetizer. So I think you just sort of, yeah. Wow.
Oh, that worked really quick.
That was really good actually. So the question is, can we demagnetize it?
That is a class little tool. I like that.
Well, I thought this was going to be crap. I'm really impressed with that.
That is very impressive.
I think this was literally pence as well. So yeah, magnetizer, demagnetizer,
Win.
bob on.
Right, we're in the workshop. AJ's got the next tool.
Which is the filter strap, plastic handle. Ooh, crikey. Double bagged, as always.
Again, because temu loves rubbish. One thing that we struggled, we haven't actually got many vehicles with canisters in today, but we have found something that's quite tight that we're going to try and undo with it.
So just going to work out how it works. Okay, so it's pretty, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. You literally, depending on which way you're going to use it, you flip it round. So I'm thinking we're going to use it this way. So we're going to just, oh, wow,
Easy.
yeah, kind of. That was actually quite tight when we tried it by hand, wasn't it?
Let's say when I tried to do it by hand.
Yeah, that's pretty tight. And to be fair, the elastic, the fact it's rubber.
You don't have to worry about it damaging.
Yeah, it gives you plenty of leverage.
That's really
to be
good.
Fair.
Okay, that's good.
Being plastic and rubber and dealing with oil,
Longevity.
will the rubber over time start to deteriorate because it's being exposed to oil? Possibly. I mean, the rubber feels solid enough. I'd like to try it on a nice tight oil filter.
Yeah.
You know, one that you're really struggling to undo.
Yeah.
And give it a proper test. So we'll have to come back to that.
Yeah.
Just to see how it behaves. But to be fair, you know, it's not just oil filters. You've got caps like this. Oil filter caps are often quite tight. Radiator caps. You know, especially if you are struggling with grip.
Yeah.
Bit of arthritis.
I mean, my hands are terrible. That's why I got you to help me with the
you could have this. This could double up for opening jars and
Yeah,
bottles and things like that.
Think
at
about
home.
that, yeah.
So,
What about weird shaped things? Look at the negative battery terminal.
I mean, it's gonna grip it, I would think. So it'll grip that, and then yeah, it's done the job. Yeah. So just for
again, that was like £1 or something daft.
yeah, that's more. So depending on how you're going to use it, I mean, your everyday DIY mechanic is not going to do that many oil changes.
So it'd be perfect
In
for
the workshop, we're doing,
10 a day.
8, 9 a day. Yeah, exactly. So you might not last as long, but for a DIY mechanic, and if you're going to use it for doubling up for other stuff,
Yeah.
yeah, why not?
So I've got the radiator fin repairy jobby. It's got 6 different sizes, and it actually has numbers on there. I'm guessing maybe telling you the thickness of the bit of plastic. It does also come with a handle, which I'm guessing you just slip it over, and then I'm not sure why you'd maybe want that on there, but we'll see. The radiator on this is perfect, so it's got a nice big sort of gouge in the rad.
Just
so
have a look. So if we look down here, we can see.
just there.
Yeah, nice bit of damage.
Yeah, okay. So
So I'm just going to come around here a little bit.
what sort of size do we want? We want quite a fine one actually.
Teeth on.
Yeah, I would agree.
the
And that was the 14. I don't know what the 14 refers to. Maybe 14. It's not going to be 14 mil.
You tried running it on that edge.
What, the stiffer bit.
Yeah. Just go further. We'll go further down the rad. No, go down and come up. That's it. Push
Ooh.
it. Yeah, that's that. Now bring it up. Hold on. Give it a little wiggle. It should. What's happening? Oh, look at that.
It's certainly better. Yeah, it's all right. I think.
It'd be interesting to try it on some other applications.
I think if. I think if it was maybe on the floor, if maybe you've got a brand new one that was damaged, or you've taken the engine out and you want to tidy it up, yeah. But in situ, especially if you had that handle on, the handle would probably give you a bit of leverage, but you wouldn't be able to get it down there. So I think it's a bit of a loss, if I'm honest. Okay, so that was the Temu hand tool special. I'm really impressed, actually, to be fair.
Yeah,
there was one letdown, which was that radiator tool, which maybe if you had a different radiator, it would have been better. What was your standout?
Time will tell. I think the star of the show has got to be the magnetizer demagnetizer.
That's funny because I was going to say the same thing.
I think that just is the star of the show because we expected it to be rubbish and not work.
It works straight away.
It worked straight away, yeah.
And not only that, it worked on a really cheap tool.
Yeah, that's got to be the star of the show. For me, I think the fact that the stethoscope was so cheap and worked perfectly was an absolute bonus because, again, like I say, we use it all the time.
Yeah. The hand ratchets.
Yeah.
The hand ratchets were great. I think, again, it's not, people are going to misconstrue them as being a tool for undoing really tight nuts in tight places. It's not. It's once you've cracked that nut but you've got no movement that you can then get your hand up there and just tweak it with your hand.
It's just a time saver.
It's a time saver. It's a real good little tool, and again, I think they were about £8, so bargain.
Yeah, and I mean, even the things like the Allen keys. I mean, it's a good little set. It was cheap.
Yeah. Perfect for at home.
It's a good little set.
Yeah, keep in your bottom of your kitchen drawer or something.
Yeah, the trim tools.
Yeah,
Trim
ideal.
tools seem perfectly good. They, seem robust enough.
Yeah.
Even the filter strap.
Yeah, pleasantly surprised by that as
Filter
well.
strap,
I just kind of expect that to fall to pieces on the first wrench.
Yeah, it's definitely worth having in your toolbox.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, on the whole,
It's a
I'd
win.
say, yeah, I think it's thumbs up.
So next Temu tool time, I'm going to give AJ a budget. He's going to buy some stuff, and there's going to be a surprise for me. So
What's my budget?
thanks for watching, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.